Understanding guys can sometimes feel like trying to decode an alien language while blindfolded. One minute they're laughing at your joke and the next they're lost in thought, probably debating pizza toppings instead of life's mysteries. But don't worry, this isn't an unsolvable riddle. With a little patience, humor, and curiosity, you can start to see the patterns. Confidence really is your superpower. When you're comfortable with yourself, everything else flows smoother. You don't need to overperform or overthink, just be real. That energy draws people in naturally. And when it comes to silence, don't panic. Silence isn't always rejection. It's often reflection. Some guys need quiet moments to process things, not because they're disinterested, but because they're recharging. Give them that space, and you'll often find they come back more open and connected. Now, communication. This one's tricky. Men and women often talk differently. You might want to dive into feelings while he's focused on finding a solution. Try asking open-ended questions, the kind that invite storytelling instead of short answers. What's something that made your week better? Works way better than, "Are you okay?" It gives him room to share without pressure. And then there's body language, the silent truth teller. A lot of what guys feel doesn't come out in words, but in gestures and posture. If he leans in, makes eye contact, or mirrors your movements, that's connection. If he's crossed-armed or glancing at his phone, he might be checked out, or just uncomfortable. Read the signals, but don't jump to conclusions. Body language is context. It tells a story if you're patient enough to listen with your eyes. Here's another secret. Laughter really is magic. It breaks tension, builds comfort, and opens the door to authenticity. If he teases you playfully, that's often his way of connecting. But if it crosses a line, say something. Healthy humor lifts you both up. It doesn't sting. And then there's texting, the great modern mystery. Some guys reply faster than a cheetah on espresso. Others take hours, maybe days. Try not to spiral. Sometimes silence is just life happening. If he's genuinely interested, his consistency will show over time. Keep your tone light, positive, and fun. Texting should add to the spark, not drain it. Save the deep stuff for when you're face-to-face. Of course, everyone sends mixed signals now and then. One moment he's talking about future plans. The next, he disappears. Don't let that drive you nuts. Instead of assuming, just ask, calmly. Something like, "Hey, I noticed we haven't talked much this week. Everything good?" It opens space for honesty instead of confusion. But don't forget, your space matters too. Respecting his doesn't mean shrinking your own. Have your hobbies, your friends, your time. The healthiest relationships are built between two whole people, not two halves trying to complete each other. And when things do get quiet, really quiet, remember this. Connection isn't measured by constant noise. Sometimes love grows best in pauses, in the moments when both people breathe and reset. Finally, learn from the past. Every relationship, even the messy ones, leaves clues. Notice what worked, what didn't, and what you truly want next time. Growth means breaking the old loops, recognizing when you've been here before and choosing differently this time. So, take a deep breath. Don't rush. Confidence, curiosity, laughter, and space, those are your tools. Understanding men isn't about reading minds, it's about reading the moment. And when you do that, everything starts to make a lot more sense.